Welcome back to Boss Battle Analysis. I hope you all enjoyed the first 3 episodes. The first 2 covering Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle and their gauntlets, and the 3rd episode covering Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2's very own Ultimate Fusion Unleashed raid boss. Akin to episode 3, episode 4 will be covering a raid boss found inside of Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. The most recent one at the time of this recording being Boundless Curiosity, which the name of this raid quest is actually the name of Fu's main ability from Super Dragon Ball Heroes World Mission, Boundless Curiosity. Before we actually begin, let me go over what is the series. This series is pretty much breaking down the ins and outs of various Dragon Ball bosses, whether they be their HP, their attack, their defense, their enemy skills, their super souls. Depending on what the game is, it'll offer different atmosphere of what you're going to experience. The point is, we cover the ins and outs and all arounds of various Dragon Ball bosses. And for today, it's Boundless Curiosity from Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, as stated before. So, before we get into the mission itself, let's go over the rewards of the mission. So, for the rewards, for just participating in the raid, you'll get 50 TP medals and a Hercule medal common, which could be sold for a zenny. For hitting 5,000 damage, you'll hit 50 TP medals and then the street name more. What? You guys expecting a joke or something? Well, you didn't seem to like it very much in my last video, so why would I tell you guys any more jokes? Guess they weren't listening. For hitting 15,000 damage, you'll get 50 TP medals, artwork 201, which this one says 178, so fuck it, look at both of them. For hitting 30,000 damage, you get 50 TP medals, and then a Super Soul from Piccolo, which is called I've Got Something Extra Special For You. If you take a look at the text box, it'll increase the chances of getting a costume, which is very solid. For hitting 50,000 damage, you'll get artwork 233 and 50 more TP medals. For 100,000 damage, you'll get 50 TP medals in the street name Avenger. Where have I seen this one before? That's pretty much it for the cumulative rewards, but let's check out the consecutive rewards you get for just completing the raid itself. So for just completing the raid normally, you'll get 1,000 XP with a multiplier, and then 500 Zenny with a multiplier, 1 TP medal. If you lose, you'll get 40 XP and 20 Zenny with no multipliers, and then 0 TP medals, just like previously. Solid rewards all in all. Let's quickly talk about the stage. Now, you'll notice on the quest portrait, the stage itself looks like a green background with a black question mark. This is the stage called Sandbox. The stage will always be different. The game selects a bunch of stages from the stage select screen, and it'll put you on those stages randomly in no specific order. There's nothing intricate to talk about here other than the fact that the stage is different every single time you load in, and if you somehow load this quest offline, the stage will always be the same stage, depending on the first one it loads, which is weird, but I wanted to go over the start stage really fast. There's nothing more interesting to talk about with the Sandbox stage other than the fact that it's a neat thing they put into the game, so let's talk about your boy Fu himself. Fu here starts with 600,000 HP at level 1. He has 700 Ki, which is 7 bars. He has 800 Stamina, which is 8 bars. He has 6.0 in Melee and Strike Super Damage, which equates to 6 times the higher amount, which 1.0 is the default, and then he has an 8 times multiplier in his Blast department, which is 8 times higher than normal. He takes 2 times the damage than normal, 1.0 being the default. He has AI table 315, which means he's the smartest AI, 1 below the smartest, which is 316. He has no transformation yet, and then Super Soul 3110, which I'm actually unsure of what the Super Soul does, as when you first load into the mission, Fu doesn't look like he has anything special about him. However, at approximately 2 minutes into the mission, he'll transform and then get super armor like Gogeta had in the last mission. It's still an easier version than Gogeta's mission. I don't know what causes it, as the patcher currently is not updated, so I can't really look into the script file to see what the command is, but I assume this calls a power-up command, which has an ID value, which will give him super armor, kind of like the Super Saiyan transformation ID value. For his skills, he has Sneak Strike, Confusion Blade, Energy Minefield, Energy Wave Combo, Full Power Energy Blast Volley, Remote Serious Bomb, Break Strike. He has no Charge Key Blast and no Awakening skill. Technically, his Awakening skill with that command that plays, but in the code, he doesn't start in with an Awakening skill. That 65535 means empty. Like my joke from earlier. But that's pretty much it for Fu. Some strategies I found were using Bending Kamehameha over and over and over again, was probably the best strategy to rack up the damage. It's in about 6 runs to hit 70,000 damage as a level 80 character, which is actually pretty solid damage. Another good strategy I heard is using Evil Explosion. Big Bang Kamehameha is really good. I know using Gigantic Roar and Emperor's Death Beam are no-goes because it gives the boss invincibility range, which keeps him alive longer. I'd recommend Instance Bullet 2 to drain his health. No, contrary to popular belief, poisoning him is not a bad thing because he doesn't have Marbling Drop and he won't spam it. However, what I do recommend doing is just go with Bending Kamehameha and just go ham with some fighting poses and attack Super Soul and attack Limit Burst. Just go absolutely ham. You'll hit 100,000 damage in no time and you'll get the same nickname you've gotten for the last 60 raids in a row. Everybody wins. And with that said, that's it for this boss battle analysis, everybody. I hope you enjoyed. I know these are really short, but like, There's nothing else to talk about, because there's one boss, there's no dimensional breaches. That's pretty much it. There's just Fu and then the stage. I don't want to keep you guys here for too long, as I know you guys have school or work or whatever to get to, so I'm gonna end this thing here. I hope you enjoyed it. And yes, I'm aware that this raid is most likely gone at the time of this recording, but this raid will be back. As I said with my Gogeta raid, it'll be back with just reward changes, so you got nothing to worry about. This won't be dated unless they decide to be sly and change some of its values, which if they do, you can let me know for some reason if they do, and I'll change it back or make an update in the comments or whatever. Point is, video's over, guys. Thanks a bunch for watching. If you made it to this point, I will see you on my next video. Peace to the out.